actually, I was not born here. I was born in other part of France. I was born in Dijon, and I arrived with my mom here around 5 years old. Yeah. And I grew up here actually. Yes, so I've been to primary school, middle school, high school, college, or the opposite, college and a school. Yeah,
Yeah.
voilà.
And what
And
did,
huh?
and what did you study in college and high school?
Oh, but it was quite general, but mainly also. I was also oriented towards to biology and chemistry, those kind of things. And then after I moved towards the south of France, in Tarbes, to university, and there I was studying chemistry.
You have a philosophical mind.
Say again?
You have a philosophical mind.
Philosophical mind. What is
Philo.
Philo. Yeah. Ah.
Thinker.
Ah, yes, philosophy, yes, but not. It started not long time ago. Not long time ago.
So, what did you do for fun growing up here?
Ah, I used to go sailing. I used to go swimming. I used to go along the coast and to see the nature, to look for animals like crabs and this kind of thing.
And in the winter,
Mhm.
what was it like in Concarneau, which is in Brittany?
The winter in Concarneau, so it's different because, as you know, Concarneau is along the shore, so it's in front of the elements, so the power of elements. So it's like it's a lot of rain, of wind. So usually, when it's like not nice weather, we go and to eat crabs and to drink cider and to enjoy the good products that we have all around. Otherwise, we can still continuing to sell and yeah, walk around to play with with friends.
Do you get snow in Concarneau?
It's a good question. We got snow several times, but just few times. Uh-huh. And it happens, but more in the mainland, because here, just nearby the sea, it's quite rare actually. Yes.
What are some of the products of this region?
You mean the famous products, most famous products? So the most important ingredient in Brittany is butter. Salted butter, super important, and also wheat flour. And we can, with those ingredients, make crepes and cakes, and actually cooking also. And what we go as we are nearby the sea is also we eat a lot of seafood. Yeah.
And can you describe how mussels are cooked here? The different ways that mussels are cooked?
Yes, mussels in Brittany. So, traditional way to cook mussels is to boil them, not boil, but to add a bit of water, some herbs, like and also like parsley, and some vegetable like shallots and garlic, and then we put in the pan, and then we heat them up, and then it's been prepared, and we add a bit of white wine. It's important for the flavor, and this is like, let's say, the traditional way of cooking mussels here. But also now we try to be more how can I say, exotic, because we add like curry in it, or like a bit of coconut milk and chili, and coriander, like cilantro in American. Yeah, this is more or less the way that we used to cook.
Do you talk also about some of the pastries that are native, or they take pride about in Pocono and in Brittany?
Okay. So pastries in Brittany, so it's still based on butter and with flour, so it's quite heavy. If I want to talk about pastries, would be more French ones, like from the mainland, from the center of the country, because they are lighter. But here is like a kind of cake, or it's full of sugar.
What is a galette?
A galette. So galette is the crepe, but it's a different way to prepare the crepe because actually the wheat is different. It's a brown wheat flour which is used to prepare, and in the crepe to prepare the dough or paste, you add milk, and into the galette you don't add milk, only water. So this makes the difference, and you add some salt and some eggs, and,
What do you put in the galette?
So after you prepare this, you can make the proper galette, and the most famous one, which is called here the complète, is the galette with ham, cheese, and one egg inside.
So growing up here, what music did you and your friends listen to?
Which kind of lesson of music, or what kind of music I was listening?
What kind you were listening to?
Was listening. So I've been influenced by my mom, who was born in the 50s. So obviously, I guess influenced by the 70s, coming from the US and Britain. So like the Beatles, but also Led Zeppelin and like Deep Purple and this kind of music. Yeah.
What did you and your friends do for fun?
That time?
Yeah.
Oh, we used to go like skating and like how to use the rollerblades, to ride actually. And for fun, we love to go at the sea and to play, to dive, but all together.
Did you get shellfish together?
Shellfish, yes,
Oysters.
but yes, it's more. You mean to eat or to go and to catch them or to get them? This it's more something that we used to in the past go to fetch with my family, my relatives, and especially my grandfather. He was a real Britannian guy, and he showed us how to catch those shellfish. It was super interesting. Yeah.
So tell me where your mother and your father grew up, and if they spoke anything other than French.
So my mom basically grew up here because she was born in Concarneau city center, and she went to the school here, and voila. And my father, who was born in south of France, southwest of France, grew up there, and so both are use different way of course in their life. So my father was more like studying art, and especially like he became an actor, like a comedian for theater. And my mom, she was more eclectic in a way that she was trying, because she tried many things before to actually find her vocation, let's say. And so, but they met in Dijon, because also my mom was studying art actually, and she moved there to try to find a job, and actually she started to work in the Dijon theater, and then they met each other because my dad was already working there.
How long have you spoken English?
So I started at school, but very few lessons. And the way that we teach to people in France doesn't put the student into situation, meaning that the teacher is teaching you English by talking to you in French. So it's not really adapted. and so the level of French was not very good that time. And so now I've been working internationally since 2014, and so this I started obviously to use English to communicate with people all around the world, and so I can say that it's basically 5 years. Voilà.
Would you say this is for VADA?
This is for VADA.
And I hear you're a good storyteller.
A good storyteller.
It's difficult. Which kind of story
I'm supposed to share
Something
this?
clean.
Yeah, obviously. A story, what I can say about a story. This is very difficult question to me.
It is. It is.
A story, what kind of story?
Mais quand même pas grand. Donc je peux faire l'effort. Les
The
gâteaux.
first time you saw your girlfriend.
For example. On Cape, the first time I met my girlfriend was in Guinea, actually in Africa, Western Africa, and it was during a big crisis, humanitarian crisis, because we are working in this field. And we got difficult time because the collaboration with all the other workers there was quite difficult, and we were in the same team, and it was quite amazing to meet the person because we match really good at work, but also for fun and being friends, and even more. And so yes, it was an amazing moment of my life, actually one of the best. And voila, this is my story about how I met my girlfriend.
Merci.